Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Last week I did a Miley Cyrus inspired nail design that I turned into a short, and I had said that if I had received 100 likes for the short, that I would do a full set of this nail. So if you haven't catched the video, I will post it in the cards. And let's get started. So for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, like, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So in the previous video, I had done one nail design instead of doing the full set. So for my inspirational designs, they're just quickies, but it turned into something a little bit bigger because I received a lot of likes and a lot of views for this video. I really like the design, but it's very time consuming. So as you can see, today we're going to be spending just under 30 minutes of this video. If you want to fast forward towards the end for the final look, please do so. If you stick with me, I'm just gonna chit chat about this design here. I'm going to chit chat about the designs that I'm posting this week. As you know, I'm continuing my Sally Hansen Miracle Gel Color Swatch Challenge, and I'm actually excited because the last few bottles that I have left of Sally Hansen were a bit difficult to turn into holiday designs because they're definitely unconventional holiday colors. But I have to say that these designs that I'm having this week are totally, I think it's like the best designs throughout this whole month that I did, to be quite honest. So click that notification bell, subscribe to this channel so you can check out what I did. This has definitely been a challenge for me because I think I did a lot of the easier colors in the beginning of the month, and towards the end of the month, the colors have definitely, like, do not say Christmas at all. And so I was really excited that it came out really well, and I might need to turn them into full sets. There were a couple last week that I definitely want to wear next year. So looking at what we're doing now, so what I did was I said I would have this design on a full hand set. So I chose 5 different colors, and I have a ton of striping tape, probably not as much as many of you maybe, who knows. But I have no use for these things. Like, they make really nice, perfect lines. They block out, sections of your nail if you want it. They're good accent pieces, but I just don't prefer using them because I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. So when I saw Miley Cyrus's Instagram photo promoting her Miley's New Year's Eve party, I was like, okay, sure, let's do something with this because she had all this tinsel going on, and 'tis the season for tinseling. I love tinsel on tree. My tree is um pretty small for since I don't have that much space in my apartment, so I'm definitely missing a full tree with tinsel. So I said, let's have at it. I did one nail and I used all silver-ish colors to make this design. And so now doing this, I was like, well, I have a ton of striping tape, so let's try using different colors. I didn't want to do rainbow necessarily. I just took 5 different colors, and I had to narrow it down because there were some that I was like, oh, this would look so nice for like a color combo, and I just don't have enough fingers on one hand or nails on one hand to show them all. But I chose 3 types of striping tapes. I have just plain metallic or mylar looking tape, and then I had holographic looking tape. And then I either used like a plain It's not metal looking or mylar looking. It's just a plain color or a different shade of mylar. So that's what we're going to be seeing today. And here I started off with like this orangey copper color, and I have that in the metallic striping tape and also the hollow. And then there's a plain orange color that I ended up using as well. And I thought that this color combo was very interesting to me to use, which is why I had chose it over, let's say, a red. I don't have a red on here, but I thought these three colors were just so interesting. I had to show it. But in my scale of other colors, it wasn't, it's a very risky combo. Um, but it wasn't like one that was the best out of the bunch. So I'm putting it on my pinky nail because it is the smallest in surface. So in case it just doesn't turn out the way that I thought it was going to be, it won't be too terrible. But it started out pretty, it ended up pretty good. So I'm really happy with the result. So what we're going to show you here is just, doing the 3 types, and I did 3 rows of this last time when I did this in the other video. I didn't really count how many times I was switching up the colors or switching up the types of striping tape. Here I'm definitely putting at least 3 rows, and I'm fishboning the design here to make it look like this. And after I show you all 3 colors in 3 rows, we're just gonna skip ahead because, as you can imagine, let me be real with you guys, like each finger, no matter how big or small the nail was, it took me about an hour to tape, cut off, and then seal with the top coat. I didn't do the poly gel this time. That would have taken so much more time. So I just made sure that I doubled up on the top coat. But yeah, so this was very time consuming. I don't know if I'll ever do one of those things again where I make a short and then I'm like, oh, okay, give me 100 likes and I'll do this on a whole set. I should probably have aimed higher so I wouldn't have to do it. But I thought it would be interesting to see as a full set. Now, if it did the whole 10 nails, that would have definitely taken me forever, but I think it would be a little redundant, I think for these inspirational designs I come up with, I just don't intend or initially intend on seeing it as a set. I just see it as like, a canvas, and I just wanted to do some art on it for a few minutes. They've been mostly under 10 minutes. So yeah, I had top coat the nail twice, and I used the nail cleanser to remove the sticky layer, but that's pretty much it. And this is what that orangey copper color looks like, and I honestly like it for some reason. I had to include this in the set because those colors just came off so really well. So the next set I'm doing is like the pinks. I saw this like magenta metal mylar striping tape, and I was like, oh, this color looks so good. So I'm gonna be doing that. And again, I'm just gonna be alternating with the I have like a pinkish mylar striping tape, and then I have a hollow magenta tape, and then I have a mylar magenta tape. So I'm not a fan of pinks, but I definitely will, call out a pink color if I think it's fabulous. Like maybe it was 2 weeks ago. It wasn't pink. What color was that? Hunger Flames. Yeah, if you guys remember the video that I did with the color Hunger Flames, that is like a magenta metallic color. I'll try to leave it in the cards. But I don't like pinks, like I said, but that color was just so pretty to me, and the striping tape definitely is a good shade for my eyes. I mean, I wouldn't, think of it to wear first, but definitely a color that I don't mind seeing. So, I had like a nice quiet Christmas. I hope everybody else had a nice safe and happy Christmas. I opted to stay home mostly because for the past like 5 years I never had a Christmas with my husband as his work schedule had him working on the holiday. So it was really good to spend that time, a lot of time, which was okay, but it also left me time to do all the nails for the week. I was a little concerned because there was a lot of cooking that I had to do, but I managed to fit in all my nail videos that I'm going to be posting this week. I am going to be short one just because I think I only really had like four Sally Hansen Miracle Gel bottles left to show you guys, and it was actually an accident. I um made four sets, and I was supposed to be three because I was supposed to be using one of them on my hand. But as it turns out, like I ended up doing this set with the striping tape, so we'll have 5 videos this week. I don't know if I'm gonna have a bonus video. I didn't have time to, look online or see anything that's interesting for me to just think of something. So I don't know if I'll have that bonus video for this week, but yeah, definitely you'll be looking towards 4 other videos for the Sally Hansen Color Swatch Challenge videos. That's a lot. But yeah, so I did that, and I made a prime rib dinner. It was my first time making it and probably my last because it was fine. I followed the instructions, but I had a thermometer and it said well and it wasn't well. It was more like rare in there. So I don't know how that happened. But yeah, and that's not my favorite. I mean, I always do like turkey for Thanksgiving and then ham for dinner. I mean ham for Christmas, but we had pushed our holidays in advance to hang out with my parents so that we can have a Christmas and a Thanksgiving to ourselves. So, that's why that whole thing worked out. Prime rib's just a little too advanced for me, I feel. And it's not that much of a craving for me to try to perfect. Like I'll always like look up recipes online if there's something that I'm craving because I'd rather do it myself, especially now like, I don't really go out because I'm worried about, the COVID numbers out there and I'm not vaccinated yet. And so, if I can stay home and like right now I'm baking bread. So if I can stay home and do it myself, that's what I'll end up doing. But yeah, so it's not a thing that I'm gonna want to try doing, at least for now, maybe down the road. I wasn't really a prime rib fan. It's a touch and go with that. I'd rather have just a regular steak because what if it comes out dry? Like that would suck. But anyway, what is everybody else's like Christmas dinners like? I like to eat, so it's nice to know what other people eat on Christmas. And I made like a hot pot thing. It's like a soupy noodle thing. And even stuff like that I could have for Christmas, but I would be the only one to eat it. My husband's not a fan of soups. But anyway, the next nail that we're doing are the blues. So here I have like a light color blue, mylar blue, and then I have a holographic, like a very bold royal blue, and then I have a mylar royal blue, and that was the striping tape that really stood out for me, that I really liked, is why I selected this color. I have so many other, I actually had a copper color in there. What else? I had red, uh I had yellow. And when I say these colors, like I had at least shade, like 3 different shades of it to make the design. I just didn't select them. There's just too many. I don't know, I'll leave a link in the description box below of where I got these tapes. I think I originally got I was looking for the ball tool and some brushes, and it came with like a bunch of striping tape, like a wheel of rhinestones, and I don't know what else what it came with. But I was like, okay, I have all this striping tape. What the heck am I gonna do with this? And then I bought another kit. All right, I think initially what I bought, I needed the ball tool. And then the next one I needed a brush set, like a cheapo brush set, and it came with more tape. So that's why I have so much tape. It's crazy. But I'm definitely making use of it. And you know what? As much as I'm using them right now, in this video, I still have plenty of tape left. Like it didn't even happen. So, um, but yeah. So that was the Christmas. We had a nice quiet one. I even made Dexter, my cat, a shrimp dinner. He loved it. He inhaled it. And I felt kind of bad because I already bought him like a ton of treats and food and stuff. And his version of toys is boxes and twisty ties. So I didn't have to buy him a toy since, just ordering stuff online gave us all the boxes in the world right now. And he has twisty ties everywhere. So, but his birthday is coming up the 28th. Dexter's going to be 8. And I definitely need to go to the store and get him something. So I'm gonna have to think. I think he needs a new Kong. He needs his prescribed food. I also feed him like this instinct raw food. I have to get that. And maybe more treats. So he'll definitely have a really nice birthday coming up. Yeah, and then New Year's. Ugh, it just sucks when they have like back-to-back holidays, because then it's just more work that you have to do, I feel. I didn't plan on a New Year's Eve dinner or a New Year's Day, breakfast or lunch or anything. I really didn't, I feel like New Year's is just kind of like, I mean, I don't really go out anymore, so it's more like a throwaway holiday. It's a nice, if it falls on a day where you can have off, it's nice to have that back-to-back vacate, like a 3-4 day week, whatever it is. But I will not be having that this year because they land on a weekend. So I don't know what I'm going to do for nails. Jeez. I mean, I guess I can consider this design to be like a New Year's nails. Definitely looks like a party on my hand right now. So maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like at least for me, it's like a leftover holiday. It's terrible. But yeah, and I don't feel any different as we hit the new year. I mean, I always hope that it's going to be a better year than the previous year, But I just don't feel like, I'm older or things are getting older. It's just another day for me. But what do you guys do? Like I'm always trying to live vicariously through other people. Since I've become such a boring at home person that likes to, and I like that, like I think when things get back to normal, I'd probably want to go back out again, but not like that. I mean, I haven't gone out to party in such a long time. Maybe 5 or 6 years. So, it would be nice to do that again, but I wouldn't see a reason why other than either crashing a party or going out myself somewhere that I don't do anymore. So, in my frenzy of, I actually stayed up real late Saturday night, and the next color here is green, but for some reason I missed recording doing the green. So we'll see none of that, which is helpful for you because then this would have been over 30 minutes, which I think already I lost a bunch of people. But okay, so the final color that I did is white, and I'm just showing not the beginning now, I'm just showing the tail end where I use the 3 colors. And I'm going to show you where I cut this stuff off. This was such a long one, and I made it different from the other video. In the other video, I didn't add the white, but to keep with the theme, with the other nails, I had like at least 2 Mylars in a plain color for, like, a couple of them. So I wanted to be able to use, and I thought it was interesting too, because like, oh wow, these plain colors are so boring. Why did they give me that? But when I look on them at them on these nails, I'm like, oh wow, worked out. I guess if you're trying to do a look where it's not supposed to be shiny and it's just supposed to be a plain color, I can see it. But the thing is, if you get this plain tape and you put it on your nail, it's like you have to have a solid background for it because the tape will go on kind of transparent. So it's not gonna really look the way you think it looks. Like here, it looks like certified white. But if I look at it myself on my hand, you can see the mylar coming through it. So it's not what you think it is. But that's kind of cool if, like, sometimes videos don't do nails justice, but sometimes I like when videos do that because it's the look that I wanted to have. Like, obviously, I want to have this solid color pop out, so it is in video, but it's definitely not the case in real life because you can see the mylar coming through the white striping tape. So I tried to get these tapes on straight so they're not sticking to each other. It'll make it a nice even look, and then I try to like put some pressure down so they're really stuck on that nail. And I just use the free edge on the tip to as a guide to help me cut the tape off. And I'm using a detail brush, a detail scissor. You're going to want detail scissors when you work with your nails because it's a smaller, you're working with smaller things. So a detail brush definitely helps you maneuver around curves and stuff because if I used a regular scissor, it wouldn't be as good of a clean cut on the edge as I'm making now. And you want to get new scissors. Like the scissors I'm using are pretty old. I should probably my newer ones um are somewhere else. Like I gotta look for them. But I got these on Amazon. If anybody wants these scissors, let me know because I can just give you the link for that. But I've used these scissors for a lot of my crafty things that I do. So I definitely think it's worth having, generally speaking, and not just for your nails. But we are nearing the end of the line here, just snipping away the last pieces, and we're going to put another 2 coats on this. And I want to make sure that I cap those edges. Not only did I put polish on the top, but I'm capping the tip, and then I put it along the sides of the tip so that that is sealed in. If it's bumpy, just file down the bumps and then reseal it. You always want to reseal it, especially if you're filing, because the stickers will be exposed to moisture and they will start peeling. So after I get this nail cleanser on my nail with a lint-free wipe, I'm going to go back in with some Nourish Cuticle Oil, and we're going to moisturize the cuticles. I'm rubbing this all over. And here is the end result. I don't know what to call this. Let me know down below. What do you think I should call this? But this is my striping tape design that I had continued to use from my Miley Cyrus inspired nail design from last week. And here's a close-up of that. Look how super crazy colorful this is. I love it. I love how it all came out. It's so much cooler to see this in different color than I did with just the silver. Totally not doing this again because this took forever. But there you have it. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. And join me this week when I continue my Sally Henson Miracle Gel Color Swatch Challenge. I'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.